Good morning. Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update, and what a morning this is for Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, about 8:15 a.m. Central Time. I, for one, have been up since about 2:33 in the morning Central Time, watching the election, saw when really you could see, other than Fox, the other news networks starting to come in. And of course, once Wisconsin's vote was known, game was over at that point. And President-elect Trump, that is the word you're going to use. The Senate locked up for the Republicans. So now the question is, do we get a split Congress or not? The race in the House is too close to call. You've got a lot going on there. We've seen that the pollsters were wrong, dead wrong, on much of what they said. They don't know what they're doing. We see that all the time. When you listen to them, you get into trouble. We have now going to see what happens with taxes, Social Security, trade, tariffs, foreign policy, Ukraine, the Middle East. We have a lot to deal with, and we have a person in the office now that has spent 4 years as president. He's no longer a neophyte. He knows his way around. You are going to be waiting to see the appointments to the cabinet to get an idea as to how he's going to attack the problems at hand. A lot of traders in business will look to see who's going to run the FTC, the SEC, antitrust divisions. There's just so much that has to be looked at right now. And this is the time now where it's the last term for this president. So he's out to not waste one day, doesn't have the time for it. He wants to leave a legacy on this, all right? And this is what you have to look for. So whether you're pro-Trump or not, the reality is this is your new president in America. The reality is the Democrats got beaten badly right across the board. I'm not saying that with glee or no glee. I'm just calling it the way it is, and please take it for that. And now we deal with it in the world of commodities, spiders, stocks, and so on. So as you're looking, 1,200-point gain in the S&P. And by the way, this is already a sell-off of 170 points. You were up almost 1,400 points here. When you look at your 20 points off the high in the S&P, when I was doing my morning subscriber video, I was telling traders we were going to get too far up or down in a number of markets. Same in the gold. Gold is now down $75, could be down 100. This is why commodity firms, the clearing firms, many of them smartly, and I said this last night, raise their margins. Now, when I was running my own IB division, everything that I had, I would sometimes go to 200% margin. They went to 150%. How do you protect yourself on some of these moves? Because you moved more than the margin was. Got what I'm saying? So people don't understand the risk that comes with this. I did, having come from that background. I've owned a stock firm as well, so I understand what can happen on days like this. The fact that now you've got Trump coming into power puts all the pressure on the energies. It's a green go light for Israel after Iran. So all this talk that Iran's going to hit Israel hard, understand what could happen here very quickly, all right? This is not Biden talking to Israel. This will now be a whole different person that's very aggressive. Everybody should start coming to the table so nothing bad happens. That's really the look of it. Bonds and notes getting beaten up dramatically. How is the Fed going to handle this tomorrow as they go into their FOMC meeting? I think this just locks up that the Fed's going to do a quarter-point cut, but doesn't matter. The market's rolling through that like it doesn't exist. If you're a grain trader with the dollar doing what it just did. And by the way, this is a sell-off of 20 points. It's been up 200 points, which is down 216 points in the euro. There's already talk 105, possibly parity in the euro against the dollar. Whenever you get big moves like this, people come out of the woodwork making crazy calls. Understand that that is the nature of the game. You're going to get overdone today in market upon market upon market. That is the important thing. The only news that we had of the day today that came out, We had I'm not even going to do it, the mortgage market numbers, and they were all a big negative. So that is the way to look at it. They're right through here. They were down 10.8% for the index, down 5.1 in the purchase, and down 18.5 in the refi. That can only grow. Look at what's going on with interest rates. Nobody's going to refinance at these rates. That's going to go crashing down. Tomorrow you're going to get from the agencies what the new mortgages are. They're going to be through the roof. And that's going to just shut down the housing market again for a while. So today when we open up in the stock market, you've got to be very careful as to what you're watching. You're going to get market movers, market shakers the other way. Tesla's going to be a big winner because Elon Musk was so pro for the president. Will the $7,500 credit be removed from cars, giving Tesla even more of an advantage? There's a lot of this that's going to be going on. So a lot of the plans that Biden had in place via presidential order, let me tell you how fast Trump is going to write. He'll be signing like this, almost from day one, removing all the things and reinstating what he can, because now, unlike before, he understands the game. He doesn't have to be taught how to be president. He's coming in knowing how to do it. That doesn't mean he won't be controversial, but he has 4 years to plant his final mark. You think he's not going to do that? I'll have a lot more to say in the market wrap-ups at the end of the day when we see all this reaction settle in, but expect volatility with a capital V throughout the day. I'm Epstein. You have yourselves a great morning. I'll catch up with you all at the end of the day.